Good morning. I am Dipanshu Senapati of Standard 9 from Vidya Mandir.
Good morning, I am Sthiti Pragya Sahu of Standard 8 from Vidya Mandir. Today's news. India and South Korea have signed numerous bilateral agreements with the aim of taking their ties to the next level. However, the economic partnership is struck at $22 billion annually, and their defense from great all-round promise to the mere sale and purchase of weapon system.
The Supreme Court on Thursday refused Rajasthan Assembly Speaker C.P. Joshi's plea to stop the state's High Court from deciding the validity of the anti-defection notices he issued to former Deputy Chief Minister Sachin Pilot and 18 dissident Congress MLAs.
The Delhi High Court Thursday directed Delhi University to place before it the entire data related to the first round to mock test of the online open book exams. They sought the presence of competent officer to assist the varsity's counsel during the hearing.
The Uttar Pradesh government's advisory on the upcoming Eid-ul-Juha has drawn mixed reactions from clerics and political leaders. Ashraf Usmani, the spokesperson of Darul Uloom Deoband, said there was very little that was new in the guidelines and described the advisory as unclear. The advisory has come minister requesting him to allow prayers at Idghas and animal sacrifice on Eid-ul-Juha.
The Ministry of Home Resources Development insistence based on new University Grant Commissioner UGC guidelines that final year examination will be held in spite of the risk posed by COVID-19 has also led a debate to open book examination. Do open book examination offer a way out of the student evaluation crisis thrown up by the pandemic? Raka Krishnan Ramaswari and Yoginder K. Alge tell G. Ananta Krishnan that there is a need for a lot preparatory work.
A government panel has decided against relaxing the almost year-long curbs on interest services in Jammu and Kashmir for now. The Supreme Court was told on Thursday. The special committee set up on the Supreme Court's directions will review the situation again after 2 months.
The Odisha government on Thursday said that the guidelines issued to allow home isolation to all COVID-19 positive patients who are asymptomatic or have mild symptoms and have no commodities in urban areas will also apply to rural areas in the state.
The state government has issued a set of guidelines for workplace management in case of employee tests positive. The decision was taken in the wake of a few government employees working in the Lok Seva Bhavan have been identified to be COVID infected.
The state government has effected a rise in the minimum daily wage of workers in all categories: unskilled, semi-skilled, skilled and highly skilled. According to notification issued by Labour Commissioner Dr. M. Thirumala Naik, workers in Odisha will get a variable dearness allowance component of 5 rupees 40 paisa in addition to their existing wage.
Even as total novel coronavirus cases in the state has surged past 21,000 marks, from which 11 police personnel of Khordha police have tested positive for COVID-19. Today's positive case is 1,264, whereas total tested above 11,000.
95% new COVID cases reported from Cuttack districts are of CMC area, that is from 93 positive cases in Cuttack today. From Markatanagar, Sector 7, 5%, Mahamadiya Bazar near Chasasai 1%, Bidanasi 1%.
Markatanagar Sector 9 1%, बावरीशाही 1%, ओडिया बाजार 2%.
बसुड़ी साई 22%, ओल्ड रुसापटना 3%, डगरपड़ा बानिया साई 24%.
अपर तेलंगाना बाजार 2%, पेड क्वारंटाइन 2%, शंकरपुर दासशाही 7%.
गंदरपुर नुआसाई 2%, जगतपुर पत्रसाई 3%, बाजार का बाटी रोड 1%.
अलीसा बाजार 1%, प्रताप नगरी 1%, दलमुंडी 6%.
दीवान बाजार 1%, कालीगढ़ी 1%, चांदनी चौक 1%.
क्रिश्चियन सही 1%, रानीहाट ओम शुभम हॉस्पिटल 1%. थैंक यू.
Thank you.
नमस्कार.